Now we're going to start working on the coilovers. First we're going to attack the rear. These are Silvermine motor coilovers, weld on, and Techno Toy tuning, rear lower control arms. Alright, so while my dad's working on this long rod, hopefully it's not too stubborn, I'm going to be working on greasing up these bushings on the new rear lower control arms and putting them on the ends right here. Nice. While my dad was removing the bottom rod, we noticed that on the driver's side it's just a lug nut. So whoever owned this last, I don't know, they replaced it or something, and then that's what they used. They used the lug nut to keep that bottom rod in for the lower control arm. But progress on my end. I got this one side all greased up with the bushings on. Now I just got to do this side. We managed to get both rear lower control arms off, and yeah, we're gonna put on these new guys, slap it in. All right, so quick update on the Z. We took out the original lower control arms, and we were going to start putting on the new Techno Toy tuning ones, but we thought it made sense to do the coilovers first. And then while we were comparing the coilovers and taking the original struts apart, we found out that these coilovers that I bought for the car are actually meant for a 240Z. As you can see, it says 240, and then on my order I actually bought 280Z ones, so they sent me the wrong ones. I already reached out, and we pretty much can't make any progress until I get the 280Z coilovers in. So before ending the day, I wanted to quickly see what the long champs would look like mocked up on the car. So I mocked them up and I got some clips on my phone, so I'm gonna cut into that right now, and I'll leave you with that little teaser in the meantime. You can't tell me that doesn't look freaking awesome. It's like pretty much everything I ever wanted, like from a Z. I don't know if I'm gonna be running it at that height, but looks wise, like I think it's immaculate. So yeah, hopefully I hear back about these coilovers. We can slap them on, get the tires on the wheels because I already have tires. So yeah, let's just hope everything goes smooth. All right, so I just drove 3 hours to exchange my 240Z coilovers for the correct ones. These are the 280Z coilovers. They look exactly the same aside from the bottom perch right here. You could see how it kind of widens at the end, whereas before it was just the same diameter all the way through. We chopped the original strut, and yeah, this is the housing for the shock. We cut it like 1.5 inches, and this is the lower perch of the 280Z coilover, 55mm diameter at the bottom, and it's a super snug fit, so you don't have to second guess whether it's straight, and you're good to go. And here's what it looks like as a complete assembly. We still haven't welded this one yet, but yeah. Coilovers have been welded on. Here's what it looks like. Give it a little paint, and now I just gotta bolt in the top hats and then also start working on the lower control arm. I was able to get the coilovers on both sides. Here are what they look like on the top, but the only issue is that this does not have any room for when the coilover is moving. This also moves on top, so therefore we need to make this hole bigger. So we're gonna take off these nuts, drop the coilover, and then open up this hole. Probably just grind it down. How small the hole looks like with the lip still on. See, it's almost touching. Now, there's more movement. All right, it's a new day, and we were finally able to finish the coilovers. and the rear lower control arms. So here's what one side looks like with the wheel on, and we just finished the passenger side. This is what the entire setup looks like. T3 arms. These are Silvermine motor coilovers, and then super janky brake system. It's like a DIY Maxima brake system, but in the meantime, the rear end is done for now. So we're gonna throw on the wheel, drop it, and see how it looks. Alright, so after dropping it, the rear is actually lower than the front now. And also it was so low that when I dropped it, this thing right here was hitting my my gas tank and denting it, so luckily it's okay.